After Zelensky challenged Putin for direct talks to end the ongoing war and meet him in Turkey for negotiation talks, the Kremlin has now confirmed that the Russian president will not be attending this meeting.
Well, Moscow has instead designated a lower-level team for negotiations. The delegation includes an advisor to the president, a top diplomat, and senior military and intelligence officials.
Putin's advisor, Vladimir Medinsky, and Deputy Defense Minister Alexander Fomin are part of the delegation. The duo took part in the last talks held between the two sides in 2022 in the weeks following Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine.
Zelensky had challenged Putin to meet him in person at the talks, with U.S. President Donald Trump also urging the Kremlin leader to come to the negotiating table.
Trump has sent U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to participate in these talks, and earlier in the week, Zelensky said that Putin's absence would be a clear sign that he was not genuinely interested in peace. He blamed Russia for starting the war and added that he was ready for any format of negotiations with Moscow.
Відповіді на всі питання.
The answers to all questions about this war, why it started, why it continues, all these answers lie in Moscow. How the war will end depends on the world. Ukraine is ready for any format of negotiations, and we are not afraid of meetings. Tomorrow, in Turkey, glory to Ukraine.
Zelensky further said that a dignified and just end to the war is needed, and that it is important to mount pressure to make Moscow stop thinking that the world can still wait.
The only one dragging out the war, the only one responsible for both the start and the continuation of the war, is Russia. The entire world understands this clearly. Pressure is essential. Pressure to make Moscow stop thinking that the world can still wait. An end to the war is needed, a dignified and just one. Russia talks a lot about direct negotiations, but when it comes down to it, they hide.
In a phone call on Wednesday, Brazilian President Lula da Silva urged Putin to attend the meeting. European leaders also pressed Putin to travel to Turkey to meet Zelensky and have threatened Moscow of new sanctions.
Now, this is the first direct Russia-Ukraine contact on their conflict in more than 3 years.